I'm Kathy Edwards, owner of Savannah House. We're in Houston. We've been here for 25 years in a full service design studio. And right now we're back in the back part of our showroom. So this is our sample area where a lot of the real creativity takes place. So you can see back here, we've got our collection of Thibaut and Anna French fabrics and wall coverings. And today we're going to talk a little bit about some of the fabrics and some of the wall coverings that we have. So we're going to start really quickly with this new collection called Heritage, which we love. It's a more traditional collection, but the colorations are fabulous. So I can do like a little flip through for you, but you can see the wide variety of patterns and colors in here, and these I think are amazing. Amazing for drapery. Love the detail. So with a pairing of a wall covering book, which I can say we've already placed some orders for some powder rooms in that book. And then moving along, this will show you some of the depth and variety of the line. This is the Salon, so you can see it's a more French inspired, completely different styling than the Heritage, a very crisp, clean color palette. I think this is just perfect for maybe breakfast rooms, or if you've got like guest bedrooms that you want to be lively and fun, not like sort of a staid, boring guest bedroom. I think these are fabulous for that. They have lots of color combinations too. So it gives you a great palette to work with as far as your accessories and things go too, because it's not just two colors together, which sometimes is a hard thing to find in fabrics these days. A lot of times you just see a fabric that only has like two colors at the most. Maybe it's one color, but it's hard to find really great patterns that are more multicolor. And that's one thing that I think is great that Thibaut offers. Okay, I love this group. You can see we've already got some things marked here. So these are the 118-inch shears that are fabulous, these patterns. So with the new construction, a lot of projects that we're doing have huge open windows. They go completely from floor maybe to over 9 feet high, big expansive windows, and typically they're looking out onto pools and terraces and things. And you might need a little bit of protection, but you don't necessarily want to cover up the view. So these are perfect with these patterns, and just anything according to whatever room setting that you have. There's tons to choose from that makes a perfect kind of treatment for these windows. So I really encourage you to think about using these on some of those big, hard to cover window spaces. Also, with the wall coverings, this is one of our textured books. So Thibaut is really great with grass cloth and vinyls that are like grass cloth. This book is a grass cloth book. So you can see that it's got lots of different patterns. So it's not just, well, and of course here's the solids. It's not just the plain, simple designs. There's also tone-on-tone patterns where you can take and accentuate a room with that kind of look. Then there's, let me pull this one off. It's a wrestler resource. Excuse me, I think that was my vinyl grass cloth. This is the grass cloth. That is the true grass cloth, which also offers the patterns. So I'm just backing up a little bit, and I love these textures too. So it's not really all about just grass cloth. And I have to show you this one because we've actually used this one on a project, which I love, this little pattern here. So backing up to the vinyl grass cloths, one thing to think about, if you want a grass cloth in a powder room, I think the vinyl is a really great choice, because typically in powder rooms you have such a small little setting, and if you don't have tile around the commode areas, I think the vinyl is great to go into a powder room because it makes it a very cleanable surface for a powder room. So it's very functional and you still get your look. Once a year, Thibaut comes out with the one Anna French collection to add to their massive volume of beautiful Anna French fabrics and wall coverings. And this is the one that we have right now. I think we're waiting on a new one, but I love these patterns. They're very intricate. Once again, as I spoke of before, they're multicolored, which I love. So you get more than one color palette. So you get geometric designs that all pair together. So once again, the great idea of pairing, and scale of fabrics and patterns, so that you can mix and match these things and they all coordinate really nicely together. So with that, on any of these, the latest and one of the greatest new things are the Thibaut trims. So we love these Thibaut trims. Now, just to kind of illustrate how easy that you can do these are some of our pillow designs. This is a Thibaut pillow. So you could easily take and use one of these. You could make a cording out of it, or you could do it as a tape design, maybe not necessarily on this one, but on a solid, and just bring in a pop of color. So if you want to combine two colors together, this is a great way to apply some of these. And as far as drapery fabrics, you could take one of your simple linens and bring in one of these gorgeous patterns just on the inside fold of the draperies and create a color palette that coordinates with your designs. But what I love about this is the color, because it's hard to find trim that has this vivid of a color. And that's what I think is so special about the Thibaut design. I mean, just look, this is just fabulous. So you have this array of color, the navy and white, how crisp that is, and how this pairs with so many different things, the black and white. And then moving into different scales, this open weave pattern is really great. So this, once again, on a solid fabric, would just really make a design. So I would encourage you to think about adding another element to your design by trims and just a different accent to bring in a color and a pattern. So this is the latest this year from Thibaut.